Today I'm going to show you our new Henry Lever Action 22. Pew, 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 pew. That's not a Henry 22, that's a Daisy Lever Action BB gun. Dang it, I hate when I bring the wrong gun. Today we're going to show you the Lever Action Henry 22. Now let's go shoot.
All right, your last time was 14-15. See if you can beat it.
Okay, ready.
$13.50.
Nice. Good job.
There you go. You beat your own time.
Wow.
Good job, honey. This is the easiest mag you've ever loaded, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, so what were we just doing?
We were having a water gun fight.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit wet. She's
I'm
wet.
soaked.
She's soaked. But we were having a blast with the water guns, and we wanted to just real quick do the tabletop on the Henry that we've been reviewing for you guys. We've put a lot of ammo through this,
Yeah.
and I think we're prepared to really talk about it. Learned a lot about it.
Yeah.
This is the Henry Youth Lever Action 22. It's model number H001Y. So it doesn't have a cool name, so all you can really call it is the Henry 22 Lever Action.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But it's their youth model, and speaking of the youth model, there's a modification we had to do right away to this. So
Yeah.
what was that?
We had to cut a little bit of the stock off.
That's right, right away, even before we took it to the range, it was obvious that the stock was way too long. I measured it, and it had a 13-inch length of pull on it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was odd that it was being marketed as a youth gun, and it felt just fine for me. I mean, I'm not like a big guy or anything, but it felt just fine for me as an adult, this 13-inch length of pull. And so we checked some of her other guns. Her SIG MPX here, it has an 11.5-inch length of pull.
Yeah.
It fits her perfect. Her 5.56 here, her ghost gun that she built, right where she likes to always shoot it at, it's 11.5 inches.
Yeah.
this Daisy Youth BB gun has a 11.5-inch length of pull.
Yeah.
This other Henry Youth gun, this is the Henry Mini Bolt, an awesome gun for children.
Yeah.
It has an 11.5-inch length of pull. So we have all these other guns that have this perfect 11.5-inch length of pull, and then when we bought the Henry Youth, well, it just wasn't going to work with a 13-inch length of pull. So we went ahead and took 1.5 inches off the stock. It was a little at-home project, and it turned out great.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the gun after that modification?
I love it. It is a little bit heavier than I thought, but still, I love it.
It is a lot heavier than her other guns too. I thought, I don't know, I'm not like really bad-mouthing Henry here, so don't think that. But there's a lot of things they could have done to make this better suited for youth,
Yeah.
besides just putting a Y at the end of the model name. I don't mean to sound snarky or mean or whatever there, but this could have been done a lot better. This is a great gun, but for a youth they could have, I know it would have came at more cost, but I mean they could have did things like this steel mag tube, they could have made it aluminum. They could have maybe done a steel lined aluminum barrel like we see on a lot of Ruger guns with the steel liner. That would have made it a lot lighter. They could have went with an aluminum lever here. You know, if an AR has an aluminum charging handle, I'm sure aluminum would work fine for the lever. There's a lot of things they could have done differently and marketed this as a youth. I know it probably would have cost $200 more than it does,
Yeah.
but I think it would have been worth it to do that. That being said, most children shooting this aren't 7, so I think starting at about 10, this would probably be just fine for
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
So maybe 10 or less, you might want to think about something different. It's just a little bit too heavy for Autumn, but as you see in all of the shooting videos, she does just fine with it, just complains. So how many rounds does this hold?
It holds 13 plus 1 in the chamber.
Yeah, 13 rounds of 22 long rifle, and then we put 15 rounds of 22 long in it.
Yeah. 14 in the mag tube and 1 in the chamber.
Yeah, so we got 15 rounds of 22 long in it, and we didn't fill it with shorts, but I'm pretty sure Henry advertises it at like a count of 22 shorts will
Yeah.
fit in this and still cycle.
Get it? 22, and it's a 22 gun.
Yeah. So that would be pretty cool to stuff that full with, you know, over 20 shorts and
Yeah.
see how that works. But we just didn't have any, didn't have access to any, so we didn't do it. So, are you glad you got this gun?
Yeah.
I think, what do you think of the lever action?
I just love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the lever action, when it comes to manually operated stuff, you know, you got bolt action, pump action. I think the lever action is the most fun.
Yeah. Because you have to cock it every time, but you just fling your hand.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
I was able to empty this gun, we did it on the shot timer, I was able to empty this gun in just over 5 seconds with 14 rounds in it.
Yeah.
So, I was pretty good.
We have company.
Yeah, we got Sandhill Cranes coming.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about it?
No, not really.
Alright. Well, Henry builds an awesome gun. This little 22 is awesome. Could have done things a little bit better for children size shooters.
Yeah.
I know it would have cost a lot more, but I think that would have made it a lot better. Just
Yeah. It would be worth it.
before, yeah, it would definitely be. I would easily pay $500 for this if they could have took a pound of weight off of it. I don't think it would have been that hard to do, but reliability, how did it work?
Great.
Yeah, no problems, of course. You have to remember to bring the lever all the way forward.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of times she was in a hurry and didn't get the lever all the way forward, and we ended up with a double feed.
Thanks for watching Autumn's Armory, and we'll see you next time.